Hi everyone. In about 5 minutes, we will go over some helpful tips to get you familiar with Slack, an app-based and web-based tool that we use to communicate with one another within the organization. Slack is how we talk to each other, ask and answer questions, share information, and support each other. WFP will send you a link to sign up for Slack. Make sure you fully fill out your profile details and change your display name to include your full first and last name, pronouns, and location. Sign up with the same email you plan on using for all of your volunteer activities. Don't forget to change your profile picture to something that best suits you. Once you're in Slack, you'll see we organize ourselves into work groups through different channels. Think of channels as different chat rooms. There are a few general channels you'll join automatically. The announcements channel is where you will find the opportunities to text for WFP states, the frontline, or any important updates. We encourage you to introduce yourself in the Introduce Yourself channel. You can share ideas, debate commentary, and more in the Results, Thoughts, and Discussions channel. There's many channels dedicated to work in WFP states, like WFP California or WFP Wisconsin. The WFP Text for Resistance channel is where the national text team communicates and coordinates during texting campaigns. We also have a Black text team that is a space for folks who identify as Black to lead and co-create text campaigns. Last but never least, there's the Frontline, which is a new campaign from Movement for Black Lives Electoral Justice Project and Working Families Party to build a movement to defend our communities, our rights, and our votes before, during, and after the election. You can find out more and get involved at the Frontline Welcome channel. How to use Slack and some other Slack features. So staff and volunteers are able to communicate with each other simply by posting in a channel and hitting send. Pinned items. The most important posts will always be pinned to the channel. You can find the pinned post by going to the top of the channel and clicking on the pin button. Once you click on the pinned post will appear on the right side of the Slack screen. Emojis. We encourage you to use emojis to help boost motivation and spread positivity as we work towards achieving our goals together. Threads. To reply back to someone, just hover over the person's name and click on the speech bubble icon. Then you will be prompted to respond to the original message. DMs, or direct message. To send someone a direct message, simply scroll down the left side panel in Slack and click on the plus sign next to direct message. There, you will be prompted to choose who you would like to send a message to. Once you type your message, click send. Our Slack community agreements. Using Slack comes with great responsibility. We ask you to read our community agreements and adhere to the guidelines as they were placed to make sure all volunteers are working in a safe, productive environment. As a community, it's important that we have clear agreements for how we treat each other and how we work together. When you join the Slack, you will see community agreements in the Introduce Yourself channel, as well as sent to you in a private message, or DM. Please read over those agreements carefully. Here's a few top lines I wanted to share now. We agree to treat one another with respect and empathy. Respect that your experience may not be the experience of others. Hear others' perspective and allow yourself to be moved. We are an anti-racist space. Our society privileges people who have dominant identities while dismissing the experiences of Black and brown people. That will not be happening here. Our community is moderated to counteract that to provide a healthy space for all organizers to exist. We will work together to find equitable solutions to any issues that may arise. We will coach volunteers and encourage healthy communication and behavior, but we will remove volunteers who violate these guidelines, harass, or otherwise do not improve behavior. We do not condone bullying, sexual or unlawful harassment or abuse, and will actively take steps to mitigate should they occur. We have a zero tolerance policy. If any member violates these community agreements or disrespects this space, we reserve the right to ban that person. We must practice radical inclusivity and restorative justice for the well-being of the community, the movement, and our organizations. If you come across a volunteer who is going against these guidelines, please reach out to any WFP staffer or moderator, and we will handle the situation. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in Slack.